Hello guys and welcome. Today I want to show you which is the best weapon for you and the tier list to it. I'm standing now here in front of all weapons you can get in Dungeons of Eternity, the tier list. So we start with the spear. Spear is clearly S tier. First, before we start, I have to explain how I came to this tier list. It depends on which weapon is the best for each and every situation. S tier are weapons you can use in almost every situation. They're ideal for every boss type, for every enemy you can face. So these are S tier weapons. As long as you got one of these, you can kill any enemy or get out of almost every situation or just be strong. So, or OP. So we start with the spear. Spear is S tier. It's good for melee fighting. It's good for distance fighting. You can throw it. The mythical spear is even better because you have the perk. You can control it. You can shoot fireballs and control a lot of enemies. Or you can control big enemies, or you can control boss enemies. You just have good control with it over a lot of enemies, or single enemies, a lot of enemies, boss enemies. No matter which enemy, you can always close the gap and then kill them, finish them off with a strong blow. So it's S tier. The crossbow, also S tier. In my opinion, the strongest weapon in the game. It's clearly S tier. Doesn't matter if it's, as long as it has an element like ice or fire or poison and slowing on it. In my opinion, it's simply S tier. Of course, with 8 shots. And the mythical also. The shield, A tier. The normal shield and the mythical shield both A tier. Because, and I wouldn't even say that the mythical shield is better than the normal shield, because the mythical shield is small and the normal shield you can have it in bigger sizes, like a square. So the more space it covers, the more you are protected. So in my opinion, the shield, A tier. It's also good for, not only good for defense, but also good for offense. The magic staff. It depends on which magic staff you have, which tier it is. The S tier magic staff, in my opinion, is the Chrono Staff, because it's effective on every enemy. The Ice Staff is in the A tier, because it's effective against every enemy except for ice enemy types and bosses. So it deserves an A tier. The healing staff is, in my opinion, B tier, because it's very good to heal your comrades. It can be a real lifesaver or a game changer. So healing staff, B tier. Gravity staff, C tier. Also with the Shockwave staff, also C tier. And D tier, in my opinion, is the Force Staff. And even worse than the Force Staff, the only weapon I would give an E tier is the melee staff, because even with the healing staff, you won't get any fight benefits, but at least you can heal. But with the melee staff, it's the same as the healing staff, but without the healing aspect, so it's almost useless, and it's not really good for throwing either. So melee staff, worst weapon in the game, in my opinion, E tier. And I think I forgot the fireball staff. I would give it also C tier. So the bow. And unfortunately, to the staffs, there's no mythical staff. It would be nice. Maybe it's coming in future updates. Which perk you would like on the mythical staff? If it's coming, please write down in the comments. The bow, S tier. It has a disadvantage compared to the crossbow. You can't penetrate through armor or the defense. If the enemies are blocking, they can block your shots. But with the crossbow, they can't block your shots. So the crossbow has more firepower. It will penetrate through any defense or armor as long as you hit. And the bow doesn't, but it has more control over each and every arrow you have. So you can shoot with more precision. And also with a slowing bow, with a fire perk, ice perk, slowing perk, doesn't matter. You're really helpful for the team. So I would give it an S tier. And if I mean S tier, I always mean the strongest variant of each weapon. Like the bow, I mean with slowing and an element, or the mythical bow, not a normal bow without an element and anything. I mean the strongest, but yeah, this is an S tier, strongest bow. So an axe is A tier. It has no slowing on it. You can throw it and you can melee really well with it, but it gets stuck in enemies, so it's a disadvantage when it's stuck in an enemy and you can't retreat it. So yeah, it's very risky sometimes to wield an axe, but it's still strong, especially with an element. With an element, it's A tier. Without an element, like the mythical axe, in my opinion, what I have seen, the mythical axe is not an A tier. It's a B tier. But a normal axe with an element, in my opinion, is stronger than the mythical axe, because the special effects, the spinning, the baby stuff, is not really. Picking up speed, running out of time, going head to head, it's a way of life. You gotta fall down and incl to get back up again. Let's play. The baby stuff is not really strong. So next is the sword, A tier, solid, classic. Don't need to tell much about it. You can you will need a throwing perk on it to be able to throw it, but the moment you throw it, it's really good. Even if you can't throw it, it's really good. Yeah, I will give it an A. So the hammer, S tier. With slowing on it, give it an S tier. Doesn't matter if it has an element or not, or if it's mythical or not. As long as you have slowing on your hammer, in my opinion, it's OP. The best weapon you can get on your side. Yeah, the hammer. The dagger, B tier, because it's bad for melee. It's good for throwing, but bad for melee. So, because it's very risky to melee with it, to fight in close range with it. But for throwing, it's the best weapon, in my opinion, even, because you can throw it really, really fast and at a wide distance. But yeah, a little bit risky for close range fighting. So I give it a B tier. But the mythical daggers, I will give an A tier. So Longsword, A tier, not S tier, because there are some enemies you really have a problem if you only got a longsword, like the knight, like the boss enemy. This knight, he's really troublesome with it, and also like flying enemies. Yeah, you really have a disadvantage with the sword. You can't throw it, so you always have to fight in close range. So not S tier, it's A tier, but a really strong weapon. So I think now we covered each and every weapon. Thumbs up, leave a thumbs up if you liked it. If you disagreed, write in the comments why, and share your opinion with me on which video to do next. About, do you want a video about exo perks, or how to get the best weapons, or how to save the best dungeons, how to find the best dungeons, how to level fast, get a lot of XP, how to fight, anything you want, just write down in the comments, and see you next time until you spawn again into this dungeon.